Now, in 2023, if a person still does not believe that there are people that use sacrifices and demonic practices in order for them to get ahead in life, you know what, that person, that person is too much for me to sit down and try to explain to you, because recently a man by the name of Young Thug has been indicted into some case that could pretty much land him in jail for a pretty long time. He had a gang called YSL, right? He's a hip hop musician, and I think he was signed. Was he signed under Young Money or something? He had something to do with Birdman, which is the adopted father of Lil Wayne. Very dodgy relationship, even the start of his career and stuff like that. We're not talking about that. But this guy has been involved in so much crime that the police are pretty much sure that they're going to lock him up for a very long time. But on top of that, there's now things to do with ritualism that is now being linked back to him. But even though the person that got caught is not directly him, but one of the YSL members, which is his gang that he kind of heads and stuff like that. One of his friends then was busy getting caught doing funny rituals. Sterk's reality show with the daily Christian commentary videos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, now this is not just this article that's out talking about it, but also there are tweets that have actually shown court documents, particularly about this particular subject matter. And so when you're watching this or when you're looking at this story, it's important to note that there is other things that I might not be able to kind of like show you right now at the moment, right? So the lawyer of Young Thug is trying to stop a certain motion of bringing up this whole satanic ritual that we are talking about, trying to stop this particular thing from actually happening. Now, what is it that happened? When you actually go into the article, it says that a bro making deals with the devil, YSL member, goat sacrifice, evidence, exclusion request sparks hilarious reactions online. So they're trying to get the other guy who got arrested, I think it was in 2022, was caught doing ritual practice, the middle of sacrificing a goat and all that. And so now it's brought about this subject of them trying to exclude that from saying, yeah, this particular gang was also a ritual practicing cult. They're trying to stop that motion. People are kind of laughing about that to say, how didn't he portray himself as the devil in all these music videos? He started this entire trend of wearing women's clothes and all that kind of jazz. So now they want to exclude this particular thing because it makes them look a certain way. Now, going back to that article, it says that the RICO, which is the name of the case for YSL, seems to be getting a little, okay, I need to pull the advert a little bit lower there. Seems to be getting twisted day by day. This time, the attorney for Young Thug has filed a motion request to exclude evidence regarding Shannon, I think that's the name of the guy's arrest, as per Complex. The evidence dates back to 2022, and so the evidence dates back to 2022 when the YSL member was arrested on murder charges during a ritual ceremony involving goat sacrifice. Yes, you read that correctly. Or you are seeing that correctly. This particular member of his group was caught during a ritual sacrifice. Now, what did Thuggy over there? What did the thug want to do? The thug wants to this particular evidence excluded from the case because it will make them look a certain way. He doesn't want that on his name. He doesn't want that popping up on his resume. Now, this is particularly the tweet that actually shows you thinking. Now, I don't know what's up, but I can't click anything. I cannot click anything. Okay, let me try and do it this way. Nah, I don't think I'll be able to go to it. Motion failed. Will it go? Okay, is that it? Nope, that's not it. It's taking me to a different motion failed. I thought it would take me directly to it because I wanted you to see this particular court papers right here. So it's not happening right now, but if you maybe this will go. Let's see if it will. And also, I don't think I'm not logged into Twitter here. Oh, great, it did open. Okay. So these are the papers that are actually showing that, and it says that the motion blah 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 on this judge. It says that Mr. Jeffrey Williams, through under counsel, and hereby files a motion to in line 9 blah 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 blah. They named the person's name who was arrested about the March 17, 2022, when being charged with murder and order. Because remember, if there is a murder charge and then you are aligned with ritual sacrifice, it already looks a certain way, right? And so I guess that's why they're trying to kind of like cut themselves off and say, no, we don't know nothing about that. We don't know nothing about that. William is innocent and on all charges of the above referenced incident. And so they don't want to be attached to this particular whole thing that this man them got arrested doing, which is the ritual sacrifice. Right? And so basically that is it right there. And at the yellow part right there, that's where it says that Sean, it says his name, it tells you where the address, while in the midst of a ritual ceremony which involved a supposed sacrifice of a goat. Mandem was sacrificing goats. Interesting. And so in 2022, let's just get this straight. In 2022, if a person, if that's something that someone still feels the need to argue, I don't know what exactly they are looking at, because he was portraying himself a certain way with all kinds of ritual stuff around background imagery in his music and so forth of rituals and all that kind of stuff. Now, when his fellow goat member, his fellow goat member was caught in the midst of the sacrifice, Mandem immediately catches religion. Don't tell me about it. I was not over there. So that it's not attached to the rest of the case and everything, to say now, y'all guys were into this type of thing. So did you murder this person because of this as the court case? Because that would make them look a certain way. If a person is still in doubt about this type of things happening, I think they just don't want to see it. They just want to see it. It's like God is just exposing everybody. Everybody and everything. All these people that have been doing things in the dark. This one, people kept saying, why does he keep wearing women clothes and all those kind of things and all that kind of stuff? Is there an agenda behind him and all that kind of stuff? Now, it's not just agenda. Turns out Mandem and his buddies over there might have been busy with a lot more than they were willing to tell. Everything comes to light. It all comes to light. You get exposed. Caught right-handed, and his lawyers are trying to get this particular thing not to see the light of day in court, because they know it will make them look a certain way to the jury. I thought this was quite an interesting one for these people that dismiss everything. Oh, no, it's not that. You're just accusing them of whatnot. His gang member there, his fellow brotherhood, was caught in the midst. During this particular, the police were investigating him and his gang members for a certain murder that they were charged for. And while they went to arrest that brotherhood was caught in the middle of it. Only God knows what he was doing. But the good thing, the Directionality Show, the Daily Christian Commentary. If a person is still in doubt, okay, it's because they choose blindness. And there are people that really would rather stay completely blind than not see it. But they cannot say it's not there.